Hey guys, this is Clay at Hit and Miss Gun Sports, and today I thought I would go over a couple of the holsters that I have and some of the magazine carriers and just show a little bit of the difference in them. The first one I want to go over is a concealed carry holster. This is by Zorn, Z-O-R-N, and it's inside the waistband, and it is adjustable for how deep you want it to ride inside the waistband. It has a buckle your belt goes through. It's adjustable for different sized belts, and I carried this hiking the other day, and it was very comfortable. It's relatively thin, and I don't know the thickness of the Kydex, but there's their emblem right inside there. But it was very comfortable. I liked it a lot. There's no sharp edges on it. It's just slightly wider than the gun. This is for a Glock 26, and you can get this, I believe, with a clip or the loop. And this is the one that I have. It seems very sturdy. And like I say, it's adjustable for how high or low you want it to ride, how much of it you want it to stick out. Has a positive click when you put it in, and it's adjustable for tension as well. And you know, when it's inside your waistband, it doesn't have to be really cranked down tight because there's already some pressure on it. But I really like it a lot. It's light. Like I said, there's nothing sharp that pokes on you or anything like that. You can get different, as far as the sweat guard goes, you can get different heights of it. You can get it lower, or there's a combat design or a full sweat guard that you can get put on it. But I really like it. It fits the gun very well. Doesn't even come close to feeling like it's going to fall out. And very, very simple design, but a very good design. And you can see how far it comes out here. And really like this one a lot. Very, very comfortable. All right, and that's for the Glock 26. The other one that I just got in, this is the Aegis, and it is a trigger guard. So it snaps on pretty solid like that, and you can bounce it pretty hard and it's not going to come out. I believe it has enough tension that if you were to pull it out of your pocket and fumble around and drop it, this end is around your belt or a belt loop. If you were to drop it, it would not come out of the gun. Okay. If you pull straight back on it, it's pretty firm. If you pull upwards this direction with it, it comes out a little bit easier. And I've got one for the Glock 26 and for the Glock 43, and they both fit the same way. There's no way you're going to pull the trigger on this or fumble around and have it go off like that. This can be attached maybe inside the glove box or under the seat. You reach down and pull it out, kind of snap it up a little bit, and it comes off like that. And so works very well. The 26 is a little bit large to stick in your front pocket unless you have cargo pants or something on, but the Glock 43 is a little bit more narrow, and you could carry that pretty easily in your front pocket, and this doesn't add hardly any more thickness to the gun. So I think it works pretty well. I'm very comfortable with it, and it's cut away from the bottom of the trigger guard so you can get a full grip under here, and you're not fighting against squeezing it on and trying to get it off. So that's really awesome right there. You can see if I can get a good picture of that. Okay, so that cutaway is really nice. They also make some of these that have the belt loop like this attached to it. So that's about as minimal as you can get away with, I believe, and still have the trigger firmly protected like that. Holds on pretty firm, and you can probably hear how hard it snaps on. So pretty sturdy design. like that. Another one is from Rick at RLN, and he made this for my CZ85 Combat. It's adjustable for tension. It has the belt loop design built into it and holds it pretty close to the body. And he can design, if you want it to be a drop holster, if you want it offset a little bit, he can do whatever you need it to, if you need it tweaked one way or the other. But it's really conformed to the gun very well. It's a positive lock around the trigger guard. It's very smooth. It doesn't stick out unnecessarily anywhere. And you can see how it's formed around it there. It has rubber grommets on it for the spacers that are adjustable like that. And the CZ85 is ambidextrous slide stop. So it's designed to fit without it hitting the slide stops. That's why it's cut that way. And you can see how closely it fits right there. So very, very, very nice. Like that a lot. All right. And for the others, this is the CZ Shadow. This is from Comptac. It has 3 adjustment screws to it, and it's a little more blocky, but it's very well designed to fit all the curves of this particular handgun. You can see how smoothly and close it fits everything around the mag release here, where it's very close to it, but it doesn't touch it at all. Okay, well, if that shows up very well. But like it a lot. This has a little bit different attachment for the belt. It's adjustable for different widths of different belts, and this comes with an additional locking device that flips over. I don't think it's really necessary. I think I pulled this one off, but it locks on both sides like that pretty firmly. So you have to squeeze it to open it up like that. And that's that design. It has maybe a little bit of an excessive rise for the front sight. You can probably see how much additional space it has over it. But I don't know anyone that might use a sight that tall on it. But anyway, very, very nice, sturdy design. Let's see. This is the. This one is actually the same holster that the Shadow is in. I had 2 of them, and this is the CZ Compact. And I was having some initial problems with it. When I would go to draw, the mag would pop out. And I noticed, and this holster it's not for this gun. I thought it fit fine and everything until I started having some problems with it. And so what I did was, I just cut a little notch out right here where the mag release is. It was hitting when I was going for the draw. When I pushed down and came out of the holster with it, it would activate the mag release. So I cut out a notch right here, and now it doesn't hit it. And it clicks in firmly. It has a paddle holster. You can take this off and put different types of attachments on it. This one is the paddle holster version. This is a Comptac, and I've had this one for a number of years. It is adjustable for tension and holding and releasing the magazines. Pretty much want it tight enough that if you hold it upside down with bullets in it, that it doesn't shake out. This is a clip-on, so you just snap it over your belt. Has real good retention. It's a little bit curved. And for the CZ style magazines, I took the spacer out of the top adjustment screw, so I could squeeze it down tight enough that would hold it. This is another Comptac mag holster, and you can see that it has the grommets on both areas. This is for the Springfield XDM and the Smith & Wesson M&P Pro. They're essentially the same size. They both fit. This could stand to probably be a little bit tighter in here, but with the grommets in, they adjust fine, and also I can use it for a Glock. So the Springfield XDM, the M&P Pro, and a Glock, you can all adjust it pretty easy to get them to fit. For the CZ mags, I had to take this top rubber piece out to be able to squeeze it enough to hold it in for good retention. So this one, I won this at a match. This is a Comptac 4-pouch. These are all CZ mags, and it'll hold 4. It's curved, and they're a little bit staggered. So when you're wearing it, you're not getting so fumbled up. You can just go to the next one. They're a little bit offset like that. They are adjustable for tension, and they have good retention. It's also a clip on the belt, and I've never had, there's quite a bit of weight when you've got 4 mags with 20 something, 20 rounds in each one, and I've never had any problem with it like trying to come off the belt or anything, of like a 511 nylon belt like that. This is a Springbok single pouch, and it's probably not as tall as some of the others, but it's a belt clip, just a single screw, single belt clip, and it's real easy to adjust in different places on your belt. Can't adjust it for cant, but it pretty much holds it straight up, but it does a good job. This one is a Comptac for the single stack 1911, and they're really fitted really well around the edges. There's no large gaps. It fits good and does pretty well for the 1911s. One of the other holsters that I have is a Comptac inside the waistband. And just to compare, if this is the right one. Okay, so to compare this one versus the Zorn, you can see that it has a sweat guard that comes up. This is what's against your skin or against your undershirt. Kind of keeps the metal off of your body. It has a single adjustment screw, and this goes under your belt and comes up on the outside, so it hooks in that manner there. So this is the Comptac inside the waistband, one of their styles, and this is the Zorn. I probably like the Zorn a little bit better. It seems to be maybe just a little smoother type material, and the belt loop can kind of give and flex a little bit, where this is pretty rigid. So whichever way your belt cants or tilts, it pretty much is going to kind of pull the gun that way. It's not a big deal. It's just the differences in it. And this one, the Zorn, probably is a little bit smoother edged. It has a little more refined milling on the edges, so it's not sharp like this. The edge is a little bit, it's not sharp, but it's just, you can feel the edge a little bit more on this one than you can. The Zorn is really smooth like that. Okay, this is my 3-gun rig, and I have a couple of CR Speed pouches on it. Right now they're set up for the CZ Shadow mags, and they come with spacers. I don't know if you can see this inside. There's spacers inside these pouches, and there's different, or shims I guess, there's different thickness shims that you can put in there for different magazines, so they'll fit virtually any kind of mag that you have. Has a real easy adjustment screw here that you can adjust the tension on it, and they're not going anywhere. They're held very firmly, and they have a cutaway in the front, so if you draw with your finger like that, it slides right out. You don't have to slide it over any of the material, and you can get your position on your mag right from the get-go. This is a Bladetek AR-15 mag pouch, and I've got it set pretty firm. A lot of times you're running around and bending over and crawling and stuff like that, so it's pretty firm. You know, I've got an extension on it, so it'll hold 32 or 33 rounds, so it doesn't bounce out when you're moving around and doing stuff. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.